Well, I think that I think Yemen has, in many ways, become a proxy war between Iran and Saudi Arabia, and I think, first of all, it's important for those in the region to know who our friends are and to support them. I think that when I first joined the agency, there were 2 Yemens, and the Soviets basically controlled one, and the West controlled the other, more or less. And then we had the unification, but it's a very complicated country, and frankly, I think that it is important that we demonstrate to our allies in the region that we will support them. And so I think the idea of greater flexibility of our operations is important. I mean, I wrote in Duty about the frustration I felt with the interminable micromanagement of military operations by the White House. And so it seems to me that the way it ought to work is that the president decides what the objective is, the mission. The military tells the president the strategy that they intend to use to accomplish the mission and the broad parameters of what it'll take to accomplish that mission. And if the president approves that, then the military ought to be allowed to go do the mission. That's basically the way it worked in the first Gulf War. First President Bush basically was hands off. And I would say that so was the second President Bush. When he said, go do the surge, I told him it'd be 3 brigades and it would be 20,000 people. Then the military came back and said, oh, by the way, we forgot to tell you, there are all these things called enablers, like helicopters and stuff like that. So I went back to the president, I said, Mr. President, it's going to be 30,000, not 20,000. And he said, that's what it takes. And so we did it. And I can't tell you the hundreds of hours that I spent and thousands of hours that the Joint Staff spent managing numbers and specific questions from the White House that got down to the level of moving helicopters and this, that, and the other thing. In the Obama administration, it was very frustrating, and my successors wrote about the same problem. So the bottom line is, if the president has decided that we should help the Saudis in Yemen, then I think the greater freedom and flexibility for our forces to actually do that and accomplish the mission is the right way to go.